Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your monthly tarot forecast, the bonus edition of your monthly forecast. It just seems like there's been a lot going on with you lately. It seems like the readings have been just really heavy, really serious, really involved, and I think really important for you lately. So what we're going to do today is just try to do another reading and see what other energies, see what kind of clarifications, clarity, or just what other kind of vibes we've got going on for you for this month. Okay, this is for October. And the first card that we have, well, this is the Four of Cups. So this, it's going to have a lot to do with the stuff that we talked about in the weekly readings and in your October monthly reading. So we're just going to see in this bonus if we can get a little bit more clarity and things. And we're going to do our bonus card, mystery card, confirmation card. And we're going to leave this right here. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so you don't necessarily have to have seen the previous weeklies or monthlies in order for this to hopefully resonate with a lot of you out there. So if this is your first time joining us, thank you for checking out my channel and for watching this reading. We have here our 10-card Dove and Serpent spread. We've got our mystery card, so let's get started here. With the Four of Cups, I see that what's going on in your life right now is this sense of trying to avoid the storm, right? It's like, things are not bad, things are not good. They're just fairly even, but they seem to be right on the edge of, almost on the edge of disaster or on the edge of this storm. You see with the Four of Cups here, these cups are just kind of sailing along, but there's these storm clouds, these choppy seas in the background there. And this is giving me this sense like you're either just kind of getting out of this rocky period or this kind of stormy period in your life, or you're trying to avoid it. You're trying to steer clear of that, whether it's maybe something that you've been through already or something that you're hoping not to have to endure. I still get this sense like it's just right there on your doorstep and you're trying to keep it at bay, right? You're trying not to let your ship kind of sail into that storm, all right? And the good news, I think, for this month is that we're seeing the Three of Cups appear as well. So we had the Four of Cups here. Now it's kind of lightened up a little bit, and we're at the Three of Cups. And you see the background here is a lot more calm. Sunny skies, blue skies, calm water. That water is just about like glass. Right? And so I think this is indicating that, yeah, you're going to be successful navigating this storm, getting out of it, going around it, avoiding it, and it's going to subside. You're going to get a safe distance away from that storm, okay? And that is a good thing. And that's a reason to celebrate, right? The Three of Cups, it's about kind of celebration, right, in some sense. And I think just the fact that you're getting out of this storm or avoiding the storm, that's a good cause for celebration. That's a good reason to have that relief and then let yourself feel that joy, right? And be excited for that fact and be excited that, oh, now this risk is over, this potential danger is out of the way, and now you can get on with the more important things, okay? Now, in the immediate future, I want to touch upon this Justice card or Adjustment card in the Thoth deck here. We've seen this card a few times for you lately. And if you want to go check out the other readings for you, you can look at the weekly playlist for Capricorn. We do some daily readings as well. But I think this card has been fairly prominent in your readings lately. And this is that deeper commitment, that bond. I almost think that it was some kind of a business contract or a business relationship. It seems something that's like something's very formal, very professional, almost like legally binding. And so I don't know if this situation is about a coworker or if it's about like a spouse, someone that you're legally like bound to, like a marriage or something. But it could be in terms of business as well. And now that I think about it, it could be both. It could be that you are in business with your spouse, and that could be kind of why this theme keeps repeating for us, I think, in the last few weeks, I would say. But either way, there's a formal relationship, there's a more deep commitment or bond or legal contract involved with someone. And that is what all of this kind of storm was about. But now for whatever reason, and hopefully we'll see some signs about what exactly is going on or what some of the energy is in that situation. But the good news is that you're getting through that, or you're avoiding that kind of storm, that conflict, that potential disaster, which is a cause to celebrate. And then moving forward, you're going to have now a better opportunity to focus on your success, focus on your business, your work, whatever it is that you do every day that was maybe being a little bit hindered or impeded by this potential storm that we were kind of right near, right on the edge of. So I think that's in the immediate future, back to business kind of a feeling, right? Now, in the past, we see this art or temperance card. Now, this has given me the clue that maybe this is like a marriage / business relationship, maybe in the same person or the same situation. It could be that you are experiencing some potential storm, potential like disaster in your business, in your work, but then also in your marriage or in your relationship, partnership, or in the domestic sphere. Okay. So it could be that one was affecting the other, unless they might be the same thing. But if they're not, I think one was definitely affecting the other. And so, having the work issues was affecting the issues at home and vice versa. But they might be the same thing. And with this art or temperance card, this is almost like I'm getting the feeling that it was an attempt to blend the two together, like to blend your personal life and your business life together. And that, again, is giving me the sense that maybe it was like going into business with your family, with your spouse, something like that. But I see that there was this attempt to blend the business and the personal, blend the work life and the home life in some way. Okay. And this could be exactly that. It could be trying to just go into business with your family, right? We see some of those indications here. But anyway, that is what I think was the root or the origin of some of this potential storm, this potential disaster. That again, I think you're coming out of that or avoiding that altogether. Reason to celebrate, back to business. Okay. We see here at the top of the spread, on the path of the dove here, we see this 10 of Wands. And this is sort of encapsulating the entire reading in a nutshell, right? In just one neat little box, one neat little card, saying that this situation is taking its toll on you, physically, spiritually, energetically, vitally. I think it's been draining you. I think it's felt like a heavy burden. The 10 of Wands is just like you have everything piled on your back and you just can't keep moving forward with all this weight. It's just too much. And so the idea with this card is you have to give away some of that. You have to get a few of these things off your back so that you can function. Okay, so that you can continue moving forward, progressing, succeeding, achieving your goals. All right, so I think this is kind of the overall feeling that I'm getting is just that this was really heavy. This situation was really, really heavy. And perhaps some of this being able to steer your ship away from this storm is because you've thrown some things overboard. You've lightened the load. You've got rid of some stuff that was just weighing you down. That wasn't needed anymore. That wasn't contributing to your success, happiness, your well-being, right? So I think that might be how we're getting around this storm. Okay. The next card we have at the bottom here, which is kind of an underlying force or factor, something just beneath the surface. Another 10, the 10 of Swords. So this is that heavy burden, that weight that's on you, but it's more in the mental sphere, or it's more in terms of your communication and interaction with someone. So I think another factor in this situation that is really intimately tied with the 10 of Wands, this oppressive burden, this weight that's just draining you physically, spiritually, vitally? Is this the interactions that you have with someone who is directly related with this storm, this whole situation, right? I'm sure you know who this person is. But it's just almost an inability now to communicate with that person. It's just that you've tried to communicate and have a dialogue, have an exchange, have a conversation. That wasn't working. It became a more heated conversation. It became just like very forceful, or it became just very blunt and just very matter of fact. But you tried different things to communicate, and it just hasn't. You've kind of come to the end of your rope with the communication with this person. And I think mentally you're just you're done. It's just, there's nothing left really for you to try mentally in terms of communication and interaction with this person, or it could be multiple people, I don't know. But in this situation, you've tried to reason it out. You've tried to have that communication, that dialogue, but it's just, there's no progress being made, right? And so I think part of you, because this is kind of underneath the surface here, I think part of you has just kind of given up trying to reason this thing out and communicate this thing, right? I think part of you is just, you've tried everything you can do, and you're just, there's nothing left to try. You're just done with it, right? With the Ten of Swords. Now we're going to move on to the path of the Serpent here, because there's some other stuff over here that seems fairly interesting. We see a couple of court cards, major arcana. We see some more cups. And this first cup is the Seven of Cups. So this is, again, returning to this idea of the potential storm, this situation and how you feel about it. This card is kind of your state of mind, let's say. And I think with the Seven of Course, I'm just looking at that card. With the Seven of Cups here, it just seems like you're starting to lose some interest. This thing, whatever the work is or the project or whatever realm of your life this situation is taking place, you're starting to feel a loss of interest or desire or pleasure or happiness there in that realm. So if this is your business, your work that you do every day, right? You're starting to lose steam. You're starting to lose momentum. It doesn't feel so good anymore, right? I think that's kind of where you're at, where you're coming from, at least in maybe the previous few days, couple of weeks. I think it's starting to really lose its appeal, and it's starting to really not feel so good. And you're kind of in the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, kind of in that giving up, enough is enough, it's too much kind of attitude. And maybe it used to be a really fulfilling, joyous, joyful, pleasurable kind of work that now is just like, it's been poisoned, right? It's just kind of rotting. It's just kind of dying. And I think that's where you might be at mentally or emotionally about this situation. But again, don't despair, because we see with this three, I think this Three of Cups is vitally important. Because this is saying that you're going to be able to navigate around that storm, and there's going to be a reason to celebrate. It's going to be joyous again. This is abundance. This is feeling good about things again, right? So I think while you may be feeling a little bit of this lately, I think this month through October, that's changing, and you're going to have cause to celebrate. Back to business. Things are going to be just up and running. Wheels are going to be turning again. And it's going to feel good. You're going to get this feeling back. You're going to get this joy and pleasure and satisfaction back in the work that you're doing, right? But it was a fight. It was a fight. And the next card is going to be representative of your new relationships, or the new way that you are relating to people. And I think with this Star card, it's going to be a very refreshing experience with people from here on out. It's going to be it's going to feel like a refreshing, cooling water is being poured over you. It's going to feel like that kind of grace, that kind of blessing. It's going to have this sense of just rejuvenating you and kind of restoring your faith, your trust, your belief in yourself and in the work that you're doing and in the other people that are involved. It's going to give you this sense like, Spirit has really given you a major blessing this month, right? And it's going to be that kind of new experience. It's going to be a new way of relating to other people. Because I think you've had enough of the way things have been going. If this has been just a lot of conflicts, a lot of arguing, a lot of being upset, a lot of negative emotions, a lot of just this draining 10 of wands, right? If it's been a lot of that, I think you're looking for something new, something refreshing, a different way of relating to people. And this is that spiritual insight. This is that like intuition where you're going to be able to connect with people on a deeper level, right? And it's going to kind of bypass some of this burden and conflict. And it's literally going around the storm, right? Instead of going right through the storm, you're taking a different route that is going to be it's going to be like that lovely, gentle kind of summer rain, right? Rather than this really intense, dangerous winter storm over here, right? This is going to be refreshing and it's going to feel good. It's going to wake you up. It's going to rejuvenate you and it's going to get you going again. And it's going to be directly related to this restoration of your enthusiasm and your passion, right? For doing this work, doing whatever it is that you do. You're going to have that motivation again. It's going to feel good again. Now, we've got a couple of court cards here that I want to kind of talk about together because I'm not sure if these represent actual people. It looks to me like it's going to be two male energy people, masculine energy. One is going to be an air sign, one is a water sign. And I don't know if these are the actual people involved. I think I remember there being an air sign person that you were having conflicts with in the recent past. I think some of our past readings were talking about that, this conflict with this air sign person. And maybe that is still a factor. Maybe they're directly involved here. But since this card is in the position of the fears and worries, we'll just do this one by itself for now. This one's in the position of fears, worries, concerns, things that will be causing you anxiety. And I think that is just a concern that this person is going to kind of start trouble again. That this person is not done causing whatever kind of grief that whatever kind of mischief they were involved in. It feels like you're kind of worried they're still at it, or they're going to be at it again, or they're going to continue, or this is just going to happen again, right? And that's a valid concern. And honestly, I don't know. I think that you're still coming out of this and things are going to be good. It's going to be back to business. It's going to be a reason to celebrate. But maybe the biggest fight is yet to come. Maybe the real challenge is going to be coming after you get a little bit of repose now, get a little bit of a break. And then you're going to have more struggles in the future. But whatever you're doing sounds pretty important, pretty major if you're devoting your life to this. That there's going to be more obstacles, okay? And it may or may not involve this air sign person. I don't know if this was a coworker or an employee of yours or a relative, somebody, but they were causing some kind of mischief. They were involved in this conflict here in some way. And I think part of you is worried that they're gonna kind of resurface again and start more trouble. Okay. Then we have this water sign person, and it may be the same person, it may be somebody else, but this is someone who is concealing their true feelings about things. This is someone who on the outside is very agreeable, personable, agrees with you a lot, right? Is kind of maybe a little too upbeat, too cheerful, too friendly, too positive. That it might be obvious that they're hiding some feeling, right? When people are maybe just too positive or too friendly, we get a little suspicious, right? So I think there might be a little bit of that going on with someone in your life. And it could be the same air sign person. It could be a separate water sign person. But somebody is just kind of over the top friendly. And you're a little suspicious that they're hiding some kind of negative emotion or some sort of animosity or something about it. And, if it is this person, that could be why they are causing so much mischief, is because for whatever reason, they have some feelings of resentment or anger or disappointment or jealousy or something that they're masking. And so outwardly, they're just very friendly, but they're causing a lot of mischief, maybe behind the scenes. But I think you've discovered that, because I think you know who this person is, and you see that they're causing mischief, and you've been able to deal with that. And I think, again, that's why we're coming out of this storm, or circumventing the storm altogether. So that's what I see coming in the potential future, the forecast, in the next month or 2 or 3, maybe into the new year, that, the real fight might be coming. But I think you're going to get a break, and you're going to be, you're being advised to take this as a win and to celebrate and to get back to business, but take the time to feel the relief. Allow yourself a little bit of joy and pleasure, and allow that pleasure and joy to come back into your work that you're doing. Know that you're going to be successful, even though, yes, there will be challenges in the future, of course. They're inevitable. But I think you've got everything you need to get through this, to make it successful, and to still have that passion and love for what you're doing. Now, I'm very curious about this confirmation card, this mystery card. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a projection of the future, of what kind of fight might be coming for you later in the next few months, or if this is going to be a more general encapsulation of the entire reading, of the entire energy. Is this going to be, maybe the Empress card is under here? Maybe this is the Emperor, showing that you're in control of the situation, and you've got nothing to worry about because you've got this. You're in control. You're the authority. You're the boss, right? But let's see. Enough speculation. Let's see what it is. Well, this is the Chariot. So I was right about it being a major arcana. And the Chariot here, I think, is really showing your ability to adapt, right? I think that you are so well protected. Maybe you've got your assets very well secured and protected. And, maybe you've got your business is well fortified, well protected, with insurance or whatever. But I think more than that, I think your heart and your emotions are going to be well protected. I think this is the confirmation that through this storm, this potential danger, or getting out of this danger, or going around it, whatever, through this experience, you're able to fortify yourself for that fight that's coming, right? Look at that charioteer, all armored up, has their valuables well protected right there, has their chariot ready to go, polished, shining, oiled up. Their sphinxes, or the horses, or whatever's pulling the chariot there, that power, that driving power, all well fed, all groomed, manicured, ready to go, looking great. So you're prepared now, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, prepared for whatever that next battle is going to be, whatever that next fight is going to be. Whatever storm you may encounter next, you're going to be ready for it. Everything is protected and polished and refined and strengthened and just ready, just prepared for whatever is coming next, right? The charioteer is not really moving yet. This chariot is not rolling, but the chariot's ready. And this is you with that sense of being adaptable, right? Whatever's going to come your way, you're going to be able to shift, adapt, and take care of business, right? You're going to be able to successfully triumph over any obstacles that come your way. because you're prepared, because you've gone through this, or you've almost gotten right in the middle of this kind of danger that we saw right here with this stuff on the path of the dove. So that's prepared you for what's coming next. And whatever is the strategy of the universe to test you next, whatever is the next challenge or the next roadblock or obstacle, whatever the next fight is, you're ready for it. You'll be able to adapt and react, respond in the perfect way, that your success is all but guaranteed now. Because you know that whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to handle it with calm, clear thinking, with the right amount of force and power, the right amount of fight. And I think the Chariot is the perfect confirmation card for you for this month. So I think October is going to be a pretty crazy month. It's going to be challenges, but it's going to be triumphs and success and celebration. And I really think that the main idea here for this month is to focus on, you've avoided the danger, allow yourself to be relieved, feel the joy, feel the love, feel the pleasure, allow yourself to be excited again and feel good again. And know that you're ready for whatever comes next, right? You're prepared, you're ready to go, so enjoy the time you have. Enjoy the Halloween, enjoy the season, enjoy the fall, enjoy the winter months to come if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And just know that you're ready for whatever comes next, okay? Capricorn, thank you very much for checking out my video and my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and support. This was your monthly tarot forecast, the bonus edition for October. We're going to do an extended version, so if you want to become a member of this channel, you can click on the link down in the description box. Thank you again for letting me read for you. Hey, where's my coffee cup?